So let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is sitting at 97,300. It's 200 something, but it is bouncing on and off this region. And if I put this thing on, just a second. If I put this thing, you can see that this line, all 97,300 region, and all these candles are living below it, including this new one. Its body is still below it. It is not able to go and conquer this one small area that we are asking for it to achieve, which makes our life difficult because this is the bullish support. And I pretty much drew a line that if it is not above 97,300, which can take us to 120, then below 97,300 means we are on a journey towards $85,000. It's one of those occasions when life gives you this kind of clear opportunity of direction, where you know that it's either moon or dust kind of thing. It's not that kind of exaggerated dust situation. Dust would be $32,000, not 85. But in an exaggerated way of saying that this is moon or dust kind of situation. But at least today we have volume. If you look at the sizes of the candles, they have started becoming bigger. They were going through a phase of polio that has come to an end. Bill Gates has reached there to vaccinate them, as kind as he is. And he's not injecting mercury. He has promised he has stopped doing that. So the overall situation of market hasn't changed much. If 97,300 holds, we can go up towards 102,500 first. After that, we will achieve 110, then 120, and we will be done with the top, and then we can finally go to hell with the market. We will be done with it. But it is confusing at this stage, but we have some really, really important events coming up. Visually, if you want to see, this is the situation we are dealing with. It is in a downward trend. It is trying to break it, but we will know in time that if it is able to break it or not, because every time it tries to break, this is 97,700. Every time it breaks, it goes back down. But there is a possibility that, okay, finally it can break it and start the upward journey. But we have important events that can make our life difficult. One is that this week, on February 11, which is tomorrow, your tomorrow and my tomorrow is different, so let's stick to 11 Feb. Federal Reserve Chairman Powell will deliver his semi-annual monetary policy testimony to the House. He's going to come up with the semi-annual monetary policy. It's fancy words, but that's what it means. On February 12th, the United States will release the January unadjusted CPI annual rate. That's 12th of Feb. This is something I mentioned in the XRP video as well. We will see what happened to the CPI, but before that, we will see monetary policy. Monetary policy is a bit respected document because it's coming from a not that influenced party that is not controlled fully by the president or the government. It's supposedly an independent body like the judicial system. So when they say something, you can put some faith in it. So that monetary policy would have more reality to it than Donald Trump or someone else coming out and selling you those green gardens. I would be rather more interested in this monetary policy with their plan of action, what the hell they plan to do for this year. And then I would sit down and think that whether this thing can fix it, because they have already tried their hand hard on rate cuts. Nothing changed. I think in Canada we had 12 rate cuts, nothing changed. In US they had 3 or 4 rate cuts, nothing changed. UK was kind enough to come out and accept. Bank of England is in denial, but at least they're talking about stagflation. US is not doing that. So all this stuff, we are in one of the most beautiful times. And these 2 days, 11, 12, and maybe 13, these 2 days are going to be extremely important. So be on the lookout. Market can have volume, but it is going to be because of the volatility and not necessarily a conclusive direction. Monetary policy will have a reaction. If it is something really, really good and smart money thinks that this is something they can trust and they decide to jump back in, you will see an aggressive move. Aggressive move would be a movement of 10% to 20% in a day. If it is not a movement of 10-20%, you should understand smart money is still sitting on the sideline. They're looking at it, and it's just the retailers getting overly excited about something because influencers something bullish, because influencers can find a silver lining in anything. If you crap your pants, they would say, oh, now you have turned your pants yellow, a good move. So they can say anything, but we will see if the smart money reacts to it. But you will read the policy as well. You will see what do you think of it from your end, and of course I'll share my own perspective on it as well once it comes out. That's pretty much it with Bitcoin. I'll see you next video. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions, or I have touched on a topic and you expect me to explain a bit more, I'll try my best to explain that to you in the comments. Leave a comment, and I'm not going to tell you to like and subscribe, because if you're not interacting with the video, or if you're not subscribed, you're not going to see all the 10 videos that I make every day. You're going to miss out on it, and I think you are educated enough to understand what to subscribe and what not to, because if you want to miss out on it, then why not? It's for your own good, and you should know better what is good for you.